Alrighty there. How y'all doing out there? First video response, really. People were saying, hey, a little bit about it. You own one. About standard Kalashnikov rifle. Yes, I own one, and this is mine. It's not a real AK. It's Hungarian. It's a SA2000M. Standard 7.62 by 39mm. It's a real reliable gun, but the thing about having a reliable gun is maintaining your weapon. You have to have respect for the weapon. If you don't clean it, something bad could happen, and there's always a chance it won't fire. So I figured while I put up my gun out here, I might as well do a breakdown, and let's just see how it works. Well, the first actual step on a breakdown is taking out the clip, and if you have any rounds in it, and this is just after the fact, you go ahead and take them out. No more rounds. Charge the bolt carrier, make sure there's no round in there. No round. Alright. Second step, or actually third step, would be taking off the dust cover. Now the dust cover can tell you how much you got in there. Being that I maintain my weapon a lot, by a lot I mean every time I shoot it, I clean it. You're gonna see hardly anything in there. Alright. Next step is the spring. This right here is everything you can do, and you can actually buy a blackjack that you put on the spring to stop your action from coming back all the way and going metal to metal. And I haven't got one yet, but it sounds like a sound investment for me. Best $10 anybody could really spend. And this is the piston bolt carrier bolt. This stuff is, I try and be as delicate as I can with it. I mean, it's all metal, and it will stand the test of time if you take care of it. And there's your bolt. I've been talking to this particular guy on YouTube, and he posted a comment to somebody asking them if it'd be a good idea to file their pin down into a point, for more pounds per square inch, PSI. And I don't think that'd be a very good idea. I mean, it's as factory as it goes. I mean, if this thing's failing on you, it'd be better to go out and get a new one instead of trying to home smith it, because you can really do some damage. Because you start filing on it, it's not going to make it all the way to that primer. The primer itself is just as it's tough as can be. If your pin's not penetrating it right now, it's probably not going to penetrate it. If you're using self-load, that could be another problem. You're just not doing the primer seat right. But if you do file it down and it for some reason fixes your problem, that fine point you have is going to mushroom out eventually, and you're going to be shooting one day and it's just going to stop, and you'll never charge a primer again because it's too short. Second, you file it down and you file such a sharp point that it actually hits the primer, charges it, but that small point just pierced all that stuff in there. This is all just theory, but it could blow back into your weapon and you have a bullet lodged in your rifle. Now, I've seen a YouTube video where a guy was shooting an M16 with self-loads, and it double fed, and he had a bullet in the chamber, and he kept saying, "Oh, bad primer, slapping the gun around." Well, long story short, the thing blows up in his face. I mean, it doesn't do any damage, but I mean, it does blow up. It blows the mag to pieces, and I'm pretty sure it disabled the weapon permanently. The best thing you can always do if you ever go to a range is get a kit like this. If you go out on an open day, you have plenty of time to do a breakdown, break it down. Run a swab through the barrel. Make sure that the breech is clear, because I mean, you know, that's a small pipe bomb in there when you turn the bullet on like that. But I'm rambling, so let's go ahead and reassemble the weapon. Free float and rotate. Do that again. You'll have the wedge here. You'll see it has a small pin in it too. Just push it in the way it came out. Just give it a little spin, and it should do the rest. Then pick it up. I didn't even take off my gas chamber earlier. I'll go ahead and do that. The gas chamber is really important because that's where a lot of carbon and stuff gets thrown. And with this kit that I got for $12, $20 at Walmart, something like that, this 12 gauge brush fits right through there, and it isn't real heavy on it, but it does just make enough contact where you can get a lot of that carbon out of there. Now, I read that, you know, lubrication in this part is a good thing to have. So, I mean, I just take some of the spray right here, this Winchester break-free spray. I've even used 3-in-1 oil. I mean, that stuff is amazing. But I just set it on a flat surface, fill it up, and then run a swab. See this swab right here? I run it through there. You know, don't take all the oil out, but leave a residue so that it really works. You know, so it's really coated, and it will never let you down. Alright, after that, make sure that it's in the full forward position. And you'll see, a lot of people try and put it in the wrong hole. You know, it's just 2 holes. There you go. But the piston will ride smoothly in there. And you won't be able to put it down if it's at this point. You have to let it go all the way back because there's lips on here. Push it down straight. Hammer system right here actually works as kind of a pressure, so you'll have to push it down. Alright, once you get that all in, make sure that it's action smooth like it was. Insert your spring, certain lip, and then it works. In your dust cover, there's a small lip. I've heard people say this is the trickiest part, this disassembly and reassembly of one of these weapons. All you have to do is make sure it's all the way forward, push pressure, and thumb down. That's all I do. I've seen people actually take and hammer, and hold it forward, and give it a little tap. Well, that'll wear your paint off right there. And, you know, it's just paint, just cosmetics, but, you know, that's all there is there. Blank mag and safety on. But that's pretty much how I do my breakdowns, except whenever I'm actually cleaning it, I use the brushes and the rods through my muzzle brake all the way back into my action, and you know, have my cleaning patches. But number one key is maintaining your rifle. That's the only thing that will ever let you down. The rest of it is you and your bullet placement. But anyways, I just want to say thanks for watching, and stay tuned because I should have a lot more coming up. Adios.